Okay, here we are back at Jeff's again for yet another vlog. It's been a week since I was last here and it looks like you've been quite busy, Jeff.
Yep.
Made a start on your new tank and new seat unit. That's pretty good. So tell us what you've been up to.
Well, I've cut the metal and that. I've done two.
Done two?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
And top bit.
Oh, so that's the two pieces for the... For this bit here.
Which I've used our little folder for, which
you may have
in a minute.
Yeah.
But getting that curve on it, I've managed to clamp it in the folder and with some special devices and a air tank, or is it a fire extinguisher cylinder?
Just bend it around.
I've managed to bend it and get that curve.
Yeah, so if we now look at the bike, we can see if I go up a little bit. That's this seat unit here.
What I need to do is, what we've got to do, or what I've got to do, what I'd like to do is about 1/4 inch or 5 or 6 mil at the edge. I want to peen over with a slight curve on it.
And then you can weld it together.
So
you get a curve there.
When you weld it, you've got like I don't want
a sharp edge,
a sharp corner.
Yeah, cool.
So I want to try and get a little bit of a radius on it.
Yeah, that's okay.
What we did.
Well, you did, not me.
Can we see that?
Yes, we can see that.
That was mistake number one.
Oh, mistake number one. It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
And that's because someone, who we won't mention any names,
came in
and distracted me.
Of course, yeah.
I did the wrong fold first, and
it all went wrong.
Trajectory.
It all went wrong. But but you had a second go at it, so you've.
I cut a new piece.
A Mark II version. Yeah. Let's look at that.
It's surprising. Because you're not folding on a sharp edge.
Yeah.
Because you've got to allow for the curve.
Yes.
It's surprising.
How much you lose.
If you're not careful, you
lose quite a lot. Yeah. Yes.
So
that's the sort of start there.
That's usable. I mean, if you clamped it there, it's not quite.
Yeah, it's not quite there. But you've made another one, so that's okay.
If someone wanted it to use it,
well, it's made to fit your. It's made to fit your frame, isn't it? So.
But what we've got to do now.
Let me just. All right, you show me.
We have a fuel tap.
Yeah, that's a big.
3/8 bore.
Christ, that's a big one. So rather large fuel tap. That's like a V8 one, that, isn't it? From a V8 bloody
but actually,
car.
The bores are them, considering.
Yeah.
What I need to do is get that fuel tap.
Yeah.
Somewhere there. That'll be about there.
Yeah.
And somehow get a lug, and that'll go straight to there.
Yeah.
It's quite
close to the. Can it go inside? Can it go inside the?
I was thinking. The only other option is. I might
that bloody
smaller bore.
That pipe looks a bit too. That is huge.
What they used to do was fill when they fill up.
Yeah.
They have a tap on there, and they fill that bit with methanol.
Yes.
Pour the methanol in, and have a tap there, and switch it on.
Yes.
And then pour the nitromethane so it rests on top.
Yeah. So it starts on methanol, and then
when you actually fire it up, as soon as you hit your tap here,
it's gonna.
It runs on methanol for a
few seconds,
30 seconds maybe, and then
it switches over.
Yeah. You don't want to start up on nitromethane.
Okay.
So, but I've found the bigger tap. But I think we might be going a little bit.
Yes, it's
overkill with that.
I think that'll be too big for a bloody V8. That one.
Well, I can use the smart. That's the only piece I've got. It's used, but I think that's 3/4 bore. But if I could put the tap in the middle.
Yeah.
And maybe bend it round like that.
I might have at home a braided version of one of them that I'm not using.
Whether I could get the tap underneath there. Actually do, but then it's touching the barrel. But is it got?
Well, the barrel's going to be a lot cooler than the exhaust pipe, so.
Well, yeah. Whether I could do it like that.
I'll make a clamp and just clamp it on there. Keep it away.
You could make this.
I mean, the problem with keeping it, having it close to the engine is a scooter man might say, "Hey, that's dangerous. That we're not letting you do that."
But that barrel's that thick.
I know,
you'll be looking. You'll be able to put your hand on.
A scooter man wouldn't care. He'd say, "No, you're not having that. Go home, start again."
And then you poke him in the eye and say,
"Well, I know, but that doesn't always work." Yeah, but as I say, I might have something like that at home, but it's braided.
We might be able to get it
like that. Yeah. I mean, for me, I'd make a little bracket here. And just have a clamp,
or like have an eyelet, so it can't. I mean, if you can keep it half inch away from it, it's not going to worry you.
Yeah.
So we might be able to make something and come out in the middle.
Yeah.
And just put like an S bend on it.
Yeah. I mean, certainly, I would rather have that outlet underneath the tank.
I prefer. If you put it there like that,
it sticks out too far.
It doesn't look right.
No, and also of course it's sticking out a bit. It's subject to damage. You could knock it as you're moving the bike around in the van or something. So yeah.
So that basically I can make a lug. I want to curve that.
Yeah.
And take that up at an angle.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to put a lug here. and have like a rubber mount with a couple of brackets coming off the back. So basically, you push
the whole thing.
You push the tank in on rubber here,
and then you
lift it up and just put one bolt through.
Yeah.
Done.
It's all rubber mounted.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
People have said why haven't I made the tank lower there, but then it's lower than the bottom of your cab. You're not.
Yeah.
It would be. You need to keep that higher than.
Yeah, the float bowl.
Than where that'll be, which is probably not going to be far off around there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
okay, so you've been quite busy.
Belly pan.
Yeah, belly pan. Okay, let's.
Well, I've bent that.
Right, well, let me come round the other side, and we can see that from the front rather than the back.
I've been busy. The only thing I've got to do now is find some money and get it welded.
Well, of course, yeah. Just stop. Right, we'll just move the camera, and we can look at that next. Okay, so we come round the other side now, and we can see the start of your belly pan.
Well, it's obviously it's wider. I've got to trim it.
Yeah.
It's just a piece of alley that. I can trim that down and get some. What I actually want to do is probably make it that goes slightly smaller as it gets to the front.
Yes.
You know, taper it in a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's.
And what's that been bent with? That's just been bent to the end of
actually. Well, I bent it on the folder.
Yeah.
It's not a razor sharp bend, but it was surprisingly very difficult to bend that bit.
Yeah.
And it's not come out as absolutely as.
It's good enough, lad.
Yeah.
Let's not.
It's not perfect, but I think by the time you've got your side
once it's cut down,
once it's cut down and it's there,
you can accommodate a bit of.
I gave the original one away.
Oh well, that was probably about 20 years ago.
And 20 years ago.
Well, 30 years ago, I don't know. Well, you can't give everything. You can't give everything.
But like that little when it's on the bike, it looks originally
now,
the battery would have gone in there.
In terms of colour, I take it the frame's still going to be bright red, Honda red.
Hopefully, it's going to be
sort of that
similar.
And are you going to leave these as polished aluminium? That looks pretty cool.
Once that's polished, I've got our fuel neck, our little fuel neck.
Okay, let's go and see that then. Okay, so Jeff's just grabbed his new fuel neck from somewhere.
Let's
have a look. There it is.
Do you know something?
Yeah.
It's got a rubber. What we're going to have to do with that, what I might do with that, is drill it and put a little fitting on it and have a. I could put a breather out the top here, a lug, and have a breather out the top.
Yeah.
But could also put a breather on the top of that.
So where's that going to go then?
Well, that made in China.
Doesn't matter. It's cheap.
£8.
£8. You couldn't make it.
You couldn't make that in for that.
No.
We're going to cut it at about 45.
Yeah.
And it should go somewhere around.
Why? Any reason why I wouldn't do it straight at the top?
Well, the thing is,
and so stick it there. I mean, I think that would look. I mean, obviously, it won't stick up that far, but. You know,
well, obviously, I can't because of the width of the frame here. I can't go any further forward than that.
So what? Put it at the back. Put it at the back. Why not put it, there? Any reason why you couldn't do that?
Well, the thing is, if you put it at the back, when the fuel surge, if you've got your breather pipe here, it might have a tendency to chuck fuel out the breather.
But you can still have it sort of there.
You could virtually bring it up to there because it's not going to be touching the frame.
I mean, you'd cut it down a bit. It wouldn't be flush with this, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be too.
Mind you'd want it so that it's just
above your frame rails.
Maybe just. About there. Yeah. So virtually you could lose half of that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that'd be better than sticking it on the side here, sticking out.
Do you think?
Yeah, because again, anything that sticks out, you just think it's going to get knocked. You know, if you strap it down in the van, it's going to get. You might knock it with a strap. And
it was just my first thought. Put it.
Well, I mean, you can
an angle there like that.
Well, I mean, do what you want. But that's a possibility. I mean, that seems more sensible to me. But there you go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So on this side of the bike, then, if we look across, just go over here. Anything new? Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's getting there. It's getting there.
It's like I say, I've just set this. I need this tacking, but you can see the line on there.
Yeah, you've drawn a line where it's going to be.
I want to cut it there so it gives enough room just in there. Plus, I need to be able to get the tappet covers off just to check any. You need just to be able to get into there.
Yeah, for access.
So basically, where that curve is there. I mean, I thought it. You know, you could leave it like square like that, but it looks. I'm trying to get it looking.
I actually quite like it to be squared off because it matches this squared line here. There, you know, I mean that's square. So.
Yeah, well, there's going to be a seat pan in there.
I know.
And
anyway,
that'll take most of your.
Yeah, you do what you want to do with it. Anyway, so yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So what's next then for the old
what's
Honda?
Next? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave it for a few weeks while I get some work done.
Get some work done and get some money into.
To pay.
Yeah.
I have to unfortunately now go to other people and get some welding done.
Yeah. Well, Jeff Aston's pretty good in it. He'll not.
Perfect.
It'll be fine.
But with the seat unit, it's like you say, it's not gonna. The tank's easy, but this is gonna have to be. I don't know if Jeff has got some. He might have.
He'll have something. He'll have some
he's got
clever...
a machine that he can.
I don't know. He'll probably have some.
Or what I'll have to do.
A bit of kit to.
He'll have to clamp it on something and just
tap it down. Heat it up.
Just so it puts like a nice little curve.
Yeah. So you can heat it and then just bend it on an edge.
I just want to rub it.
Yeah, and just smooth down.
Yeah,
cool. Okay, so that's progress so far on the old Honda. I'll come back in a week or two and we'll carry on with this one. But in the meantime, I see you've been busy next door with my project, my Z650 project. Oh, hang on, we're going to look at that in a minute. Okay, well, we'll hang on with the Z650 project and we'll go and look at your new metal folder. Yeah, okay, we've just come around to the side and here's your homemade metal brake folder, metal brake, which is clamped to your miller so it can't move.
I bolted it to that, just because on the bench you couldn't quite, it wasn't easy to work there.
And did it work alright for you?
It's done all the work because it's like... What I had to do there was just grind a bit out of them because when the nuts were on...
Oh, it just hit it?
It just... Actually, you can't quite come back on yourself 45, it won't quite do it, but...
Oh well. It's pretty nice.
It wasn't designed for that. I mean, it was designed so I could fold the box of the tank. Using obviously that.
Yeah.
You know, because it needed to be 2-inch, so I needed to go right round.
Yeah.
Which most folders, most
are too big.
No, you just physically can't fold a box on them.
No.
So
okay, it's pretty cool.
To be that.
Now, we did see this being made, God knows when it was, about 6 months ago, so it's going to be on vlog, I don't know, 10 or 11, I don't know. It was a long time ago now, but I'll look it up and we'll put a little note on saying, if you want to see this being made, it's on a previous vlog. Anyway, so that's progress today so far, it's great. It's almost time for tea right now, and I'm now going to stop because on the jigging out there, is my frame coming together for the Z650 stroke 1100 project. So let's just whiz over here. Take the camera with me. Here we are. Now, I am going to actually start a brand new video in a minute because this is part of my, as I say, my Kawasaki Z650 stroke 1100 project. So then that's part of a different series of build threads. But yeah, it's coming together. There it is on the frame jig. And so that's what's next. But first, a cup of tea. And we'll come back on this vlog in a week or so and look at progress with the Honda. And then we'll have a cup of tea now, as I say, and I'll come back and do a little video about the Kawasaki. So that's it for now.
Alright, well.